Hello and welcome to another VDH episode from the Homebrew Magic podcast crew. Schnell, you won the roll-off. You're going first tonight. Who are you playing?
Well, we were going to do a Dominarian thing, but that fell through, but I brought it anyway. I built Demon Lord Belzenlok. Belzenlok. Demons are hard to say.
They are. That's how they get you.
You said Demon Lord just fine.
Demon Lord figured it out. This is my Elder Demon Highlander, because he's an Elder Demon.
I like it.
But yes, he was summoned by the Cabal on Oteria, on the plane of Dominaria, by mistake, and then fucked up all their shit.
It's a sweet promo.
That is their summary. That is from the Secret Lair drop, actually. So, not proud that I have that one, but it was the only copy I had, so I built around it. And with that, untap, upkeep, drawer. And we will lead off with a snow-covered swamp because it's cold in the Ice Age Dominaria. Go ahead, Tej.
What up, hi, man? It's your boy Tej, and tonight I, instead of playing Dominaria, am playing Vorosh the Hunter. This is my Mutate deck. This deck got a couple upgrades from the set, so hopefully I can see some new Dominaria stuff in it. And a couple other tweaks to fit those changes, so... once again, excited to run this one. I enjoy it. And I will start things off with a Shipwreck Marsh, which enters tapped. Go, Chris.
Got him.
Alright, tonight I am running Mary the Killing Quill, mostly because that's the deck I pulled out of my bag, and secondly because she really shit the bed the first time, and if she wants to stay together, she better get her shit together. So, with that, I will draw. I will play... a swamp and pass to Nelson.
Hi. I'm back. And I'm the reason we're not playing Dominaria tonight, because I forgot mine at home. So the deck I brought to play in game 2 is Osgir the Reconstructor, because I'm trying to decide if I want to keep him together, make tweaks, or just pull it apart. So Osgir's...
If he's going to reconstruct the deck.
Exactly. There you go. If I'm going to reconstruct the deck. So Osgir is...
I hardly know her.
One of the face commanders.
Reconstructor.
From the Strixhaven EDH decks. He's a really fun... I love the twist on the Boros colors. What is it? Lorehold? Right? In Strixhaven.
Yes.
So Osgir is 4/4 Vigilance. I can pay 1 and sack an artifact to give target creature I control +2/+0 until end of turn. But what I really like is for X and tapping him, I can exile an artifact with mana value X from my graveyard to create 2 tokens that are copies of the exiled card, though I can only activate that ability as a sorcery. So I will draw, and I will play this Temple of Triumph tapped, and I will scry 1. I will leave that there. I will pass to you, Schnell.
Okay, untap, upkeep, drawer. We will, because this is my basically demon tribal, and the average demon converted mana cost, or mana value now, sorry, is 7. I'm going to play a swamp and pass to Tej.
I will untap. I will draw.
It's real important that I went first this game, because otherwise
I will play a Command Tower.
well behind the ball.
And I will play Ghostly Pilferer, a 2/1 Spirit Rogue. Whenever it becomes untapped, I can pay 2, and if I do, I draw a card. And whenever an opponent casts a spell from anywhere other than their hand, I draw a card. And I can discard a card, and it can't be blocked this turn. Go, Chris.
Seems problematic.
Spooky ghosts.
Spooky Ghost.
Right.
Draw
Draw
the
turn.
theme.
Too spoopy.
I will play a Cabal Stronghold. Tap 2 mana, and I will cast Syndicate Trafficker. 3/1 Aetherborn Rogue. I can pay a colorless and sack an artifact to put a 1/1 counter on it, and it gains indestructible until end of turn.
Ooh.
Pass to Nelson.
Alright, I will untap. Draw. I'll play this Ancient Den as my land for the turn. Then we're going to slow things down a bit. I'm going to pay 2 and cast this Aethersworn Canonist. Each player who has cast a non-artifact spell this turn can't cast additional non-artifact spells. It's a 2/2. Go ahead, Chanel.
We're okay with that. Untap, upkeep, drawer.
Me too, for now.
Quite. Snow-covered swamp.
Yes.
Artifact for the turn will be Commander's Plate.
That's an artifact.
Love that card.
Yep. Pass.
I will untap. I will draw.
Is that Buffy? 1.
+3/+3 and has pro from each color that's not in your commander's identity. So pro everything but black.
And equips for cheaper on your commander, right?
Equips to commander for 3. Equips for 5.
Well,
I will come back at you.
I know
with
you
the
will.
fury of 1,000 demons.
I believe you. I would like to see that in action. Chanel, take 2, because you didn't play a creature.
Fine.
Second main, I will drop a Simic Signet, and I will pass turn.
Untap. Draw.
Swamp it.
Swamp. How big is the Canonist?
2/2.
You can just play your commander, and then
Could.
you don't have to worry about it this turn.
Don't listen to him. Do what you want.
Do what you want.
Do what thou wilt.
Pay 2 for a Lightning Greaves.
Boots with the fur.
Brr.
The whole board state was looking at her.
She hit the floor.
He hit the floor.
I'll move to equip the Syndicate Trafficker.
Oh, next thing you know, Trafficker got low.
Because when you tap them, they're lower. That's
Right, yeah.
that's what we're getting at.
Go to combat. Nelson, 3.
Sure.
I got you.
Thank you, sir. 37.
Got him.
Second main. 1 black. I will cast Marrow Bone Gnawer. It is a 1/1 Merfolk Rogue. Taps to remove a card in... target player removes a card in his or her graveyard from the game. And whenever you play a black spell, you may untap Marrow Bone Gnawer.
Nice. Brings back memories.
Pass.
Untap.
Get me your bone gnawed.
Draw.
Nope.
I was just going to say all cards bring back memories because I remember things.
I'm going to play Guildless Commons.
I
as my
like
land
mine
for the
better.
turn.
Yeah, yours
That's
is
the
pretty
bounce
better.
line that taps for 2 colorless. I'm going to return the Temple of Triumph to my hand. Then I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to cast Dispeller's Capsule. For 2 and a white, I can sack it to destroy target artifact or enchantment. Go ahead, Schnell.
Untap, upkeep, drawer. Land for the...
Looks like that's hanging out in my hand for a bit.
Yeah. Land for the turn will be Cabal Coffers.
It's a good one.
It's not bad. I will activate Cabal Coffers, generating 3 black mana, and then tapping the swamp for a 4th black mana. Draugr Necromancer. 4/4, if a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead with an ice counter on it, and then I can cast cards with ice counters on them from exile and spend snow mana as though it were any mana.
Rules question.
Yeah, shit.
Mary also has a replacement effect for
Active,
opponent's
non-active
creatures.
player.
So is it
resolution.
like a priority thing?
Not for replacement effects.
No, I don't know.
It depends on replacement effects. Whenever a creature opponent controls, that's not a replacement effect. That's a triggered ability.
If a
Yours is a
creature,
replacement effect.
yeah.
So his will always take precedent
Okay.
because it's replacing when it's
So
replacing
that
the
has
death.
to die.
If there were multiple replacement effects, though.
Sorry, that's
then
a Dispeller's
the,
Capsule, not an Executioner's
the
Capsule.
controller of the object being affected applies the order they want to apply the replacement effects in.
But if you have a Pongify, we could blow up one of his lands.
Yeah,
Is it-
that real fuck me.
Is it my turn?
I would be DQ'd if I had.
I
a
passed
Bonfire.
after this, and then Chris was
And then he was
asking
talking.
questions.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
I will untap. Untap trigger.
Trying
I
to
will
be
pay my
less
2
idiot.
to draw a card from the Pilferer. And I will draw a card for turn. I will drop a Yavimaya Coast.
Ghost.
Ghost. I will move to combat Chris, 2 flying.
That guy flies.
Yep. Nope. He does not fly. He's a ghost. He doesn't fly. Sorry,
walks through
I thought he
shit.
did. He does not fly.
I have a 4/4.
Shit. What do you have?
2/2.
I don't want my thing to fly.
Well, he wants us to, so you can just swing through it.
Yeah, I know, but I want my ghost. No, I should attack my son. Because you can block it. You can block it.
I know I could, but I'm not gonna. So I'll take 2 more.
Kick its ass, Seabass.
I'm not ready to lose my canonist yet.
The second main, I will play Garruk's Harbinger. 4/3 hexproof from black. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player
Racist.
or planeswalker, I look at that many cards from the top of my library. I can reveal a creature card or a Garruk planeswalker from among them and put it into my hand. The rest go on the bottom of my library in a random order. Go, Chris.
I
You
have
should have
nowhere
blocked
to go.
and then let me cast it on my battlefield so the effect is still out there.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's true. You could have had it.
Would you have done that?
You don't know I wouldn't have.
That's what I'm asking. It was an honest question. Would you have done that?
I mean, depending on what I draw. I talked a lot of demon bullshit and I haven't played one yet. Because again, they start at 6 and 7s.
Play a swamp.
That's not true. There's like 3 of them at CMC3.
You could have Demonic Embrace in there and just turn things into demons.
I thought about putting that one in there. Felt like that was cheating.
I will
Technically,
cast my
he's not a
commander.
demon. He's a zombie cleric.
He's just really
Go for
fucking
it, sure,
good.
you wanna draw a
card.
He's really fucking good. That's why. Draugr Necromancer, I
Really
have
good
learned.
card.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've played against Teach.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I know what that card can do.
He is the reason all my swamps have snow covered in front of them.
Very
Very smart.
Marry the Killing Quill. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, exile it with a hit counter on it. Assassins, mercenaries, and rogues I control have Death Touch. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may remove a hit counter from a card that player owns in exile. If you do, draw a card and create 2 treasure tokens. All blank. Not all. Most blank.
Shooting blanks over there.
Tossing blanks. It's a friendly toss.
I will move to equip the Greaves,
Salad toss.
and then I will
Revox with the snaps.
pass the turn.
Oh.
Untap.
Are you going to sneak the
Draw
whole
for the
song's lyrics?
No, I said every word in that song that I know.
Okay.
I'm done now.
I'm going to replay the Temple of Triumph that I had bounced to my
I'll be
hand.
good.
I will scry 1. I will keep that upon the top of my deck. Oh, let's see. Draugr Necromancer.
Duder's a 4/4, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Yeah, hey, there now.
You got what? Your commander's protected with Greaves.
Currently, every creature I have on the board has
Pop,
Death Touch.
pop them Greaves.
Yeah, I was thinking about popping the Greaves or your plate. I don't know what yet. Actually, I'm not going to do anything right now. I will just stop past turn to you.
There you go.
Take some time to decide.
I'll tap up, keep draw.
God, it's just...
I think you should stop that ancient then before it gets out of hand.
What now?
That would be funny. War Room. War declared. It's a land that taps for colorless or can pay 3 and tap it and pay life equal to the number of colors in my commander's color identity 1 and draw a card. So that generates 3 with only 3 lands. God, the value. Activate Cabal Coffers. 3, 4, 5. We will go into an Obnixilis the Fallen.
Nice.
My first demon of the game.
It's a landfall fella, right?
Landfall. It's a 3/3 landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I may have target player lose 3 life. If I do, put 3 +1/+1 counters on Obnixilis the Fallen. Go ahead, Tej.
I will untap. Untap trigger. I will pay my 2 to draw a card. We'll draw for turn.
Doesn't have flying because he's fallen.
Smart. I will drop a
Deuce.
pool. I don't want to waste
I-
my turn.
Beat me to it.
I have nothing with flying, but neither do
Nope.
you.
You don't know me. All your things have death touch, you said?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
From my commander.
Damn.
Assassins, mercenaries, and rogues I control.
3/3 and a 4/4.
Yep.
I feel like
chicken tonight. We have spent a lot of time
Stealing
together.
all my material.
Yes.
we'll move to combat. Excuse me. And Schnell, I will attack you for 4.
What is that?
4/3. Hexproof from black.
I'll
block it.
trade with the Draugr.
Okay.
Okay, so would Mary be able to exile your Draugr then?
Yeah.
With a hit counter? And then that should as well.
This would die, get exiled due to the replacement effect.
Okay.
So that has an ice counter on it and is in a separate exile.
Yep.
And that gets a hit counter, and then you can cast them?
No. Whenever assassins, mercenaries, and rogues I control have death touch, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, I can remove a hit counter from one of the exiled creatures with hit counters. If I do, I draw a card and create 2 treasures.
Yeah, nice.
Second main, I will play Mist Syndicate Naga. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I create a token that's a copy of it. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw. I'll play Swamp.
Why would you swing at Nelson, who was...
I attacked him last time,
Yeah.
and I actually didn't think you would block.
That's why I blocked.
It all makes sense. Mistakes were made.
Wild card bitches, as it says in the Bible.
Abaze
3/3 right now.
Teach, you're sitting
Yeah.
high and mighty.
No.
I'll go to combat. And I will attack you for
No.
1 death touch.
I will take 1.
Alright,
39.
trigger its ability. I'll remove the hit counter from this. It's just normal exiled now.
Okay.
I will draw a card and create 2 treasures. Treasures tonight will be played by Die.
Die, Barge, die.
I will spend the 2 treasures to cast Glint Sleeve Siphoner.
That's a good one.
Triggers Marrow Bone Gnawer and untaps it. I get some energies. Let's grab some energies.
That Gnawer is going to get out of control.
Ouch, my bone.
Energy.
Gnawing on my bone.
Slobbing on my nobbin.
Then I believe I am done. And I will pass.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to play a mountain as my land for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What can we do for 5?
You could play your own Obnixilis the Fallen and then get immediately DQ'd for having a Blackguard in your Osgir deck.
That is true.
All valid options.
Early in the morning.
I didn't want to go there. I sea shanty too much, I feel.
That's Farm Shanty.
My kid watched a new movie on Netflix
Gross.
called Sea Beast, I think. And I like to watch TV with closed caption on.
Okay.
So every time like the music cues came on, it was always some sort of sea shanty.
Nice.
Like, it spelled out, and I thought of you each time.
I'm going to pay 3 and I'm going to cast Fell into the Third Path.
It also starred
Casting Teach
Keith
card.
Urban, so not Keith Urban,
Carl Urban.
Okay.
Very different.
So I said cunt an awful lot.
Nice.
I will
My wife wasn't
pass to
happy
you.
with me.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
That word showed up a lot in our Discord feed today.
Ugh. Damn it.
Damn it, damn it, damn it.
I was hoping to get something different. We are going to activate Cabal Coffers, get 3 mana, activate War Room to draw a card, lose a life. Hey. Did it. Land for the turn. Bajuka Bog. ETB's tapped. Exile all cards from target player's graveyard. Does anyone even have a graveyard?
No, sir.
Nelson, get rid of your nothing. Exile all of it. Got
Take
it.
that.
Chris, you are life leader, so lose 3 life. And up next, Celeste the Fallen will get 3 counters.
Don't you have to attack with him or something?
Whenever
Oh,
land
landfall.
enters the
Oh, it's a
battlefield
landfall
under
tree,
your
yes.
control,
Yes.
you
Whoa.
may have
Already
target player
knocked
lose
you
3
down.
life.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
That was in like the first Zendikar block, right? I
Yes.
think is when
Yeah.
he first came out. Yeah.
Pass to Teach.
I will untap. No triggers this time. Draw. I will. 6. So I need to do that. I will drop an island. 7.
War Room, you've already made back your money and then some.
Didn't that just get reprinted too? Was it in Baldur's Gate?
I was gonna say this is the Commander Legends print. I don't know if I got it. Baldur's Gate. Maybe Baldur's Gate in the.
I think one of the pre-cons. had it,
Yeah.
maybe. I can't
Which one?
remember.
Commander's Plate?
War Room. I think that just got reprinted.
God, we
I
have the
will-
internet.
I don't think
Move to
Commander's
combat.
Plate did. That thing's still like $20, I think.
Nelson, 3. 3-1.
Yeah, no, Commander's Plate wasn't.
A 3-1.
3-1.
What happens if it hits me?
I create a token that's a copy of it.
Sure, I'll block with the Canonist.
Got it. I got it, friends.
Right, exiled with a hit counter.
Baldur's Gate Commander.
Counter it up, baby.
Second main.
Baldur's Gate Commander.
Well, Commander Legends Baldur's.
I can't.
That's
Baldur
Yeah,
Dash.
Definitely.
the full name, but it was based on the set number. It's a little fuzzy in here. It looks
Ooh.
like 929. Were there 1,000 versions of cards in that set?
I will cast a Mask of Gristlebrand.
Grizzlebrand was in this deck for a brief amount of time until the rules said he should come out.
Equipped creature has flying and lifelink, and whenever equipped creature dies, I can pay X life where X is its power. And if I do, I draw X cards. Then
That card's real dumb.
Yeah,
Masking a Grizzlebrand?
Yeah.
That's a great uncommon.
I'm going to play Vesuvan.
It's a rare.
it is a rare.
What's the other one
Duplomancy.
from that set that was the uncommon that wasn't bad? I can't remember.
Or did I dream it?
Vesuvan
Duplimancy.
Duplimancy. Thank you. That's a hard word. Whenever I cast a spell that targets only a single artifact or creature I control, I create a token that's a copy of that artifact or creature, except it's non-legendary. And I will pass turn.
Let's see. Teach, you got a graveyard?
Yep.
Exile it, Bajuka Bug.
It's gone.
Fucked. This guy bogs. God, I'm one swamp away from actually netting additional mana off of Cabal Coffers. Right at that shitty sweet spot.
Let's see. I will go to combat.
It's like doubling cube where I'm just like, okay, come on, one more. Spend all my mana. Get all my mana back. We did it!
I will attack Schnell for 1, Tej for 2, and attack trigger here, I get a second energy.
What is coming at me?
A 1/1
No
with
ability?
death
Oh,
touch.
I'm willing to trade. I won't, but I'm willing to trade. What happens when it hits me?
I have the option to remove a hit counter from this, and then I would draw a card, get 2 treasures.
Fair enough. Does anyone else have any responses before we go to declaring blockers?
I have none.
None.
Okay. I will not block it. So
I will also not block.
36.
37.
Wait, normal exile. 2 treasures. Draw a card.
Yeah, drawing a swamp would be awesome.
Duplimancy.
I will pay 3 for a...
I was just practicing saying duplimancy.
Oh, I thought you said
Whisper Silk
Dupla
Cloak.
Nancy. It sounds like a shitty superhero. What's her power? She can make multiples of herself, and they all have no powers. They're just annoying.
I will tap the 2... tap and sack the 2 treasures for 2 black and a 3rd black. I will cast Garza's Assassin. A 2/2 human assassin for 3 black from Cold Snap. I can sack it to destroy target non-black creature, and it has recover, pay half your life, rounded up. Kind of a nuclear option. Triggers the Bonar and untaps it. Pass to Nelson.
That one card has my entire deck strategy just completely tanked right now. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Which one card?
Which one where?
Your exile cards from the graveyard and then untap it every time you cast a black spell.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of have to keep my shit around.
But it's target. You get to choose which card gets exiled.
Yeah, no, I know, but I don't. I'm saying I have nothing in there, so right now
yeah.
you're in the advantageous spot.
I did.
Phyrexia's Core. I'm going to suspend Wheel of Fate.
Oh,
Fancy.
Suspend for.
whereas I might deal myself a lot of damage by casting my commander. I don't know if you've read his ability. In this deck, he fucking hurts. Hope you like cards, asshole. Bleeding from the eyes, but I got a mitt full, so I guess I'm happy.
That's what you get for playing with demons.
Yeah, there's no good way of dealing with demons.
I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to cast Darksteel Mutation, targeting your. Where's your Gnar? Or the guy that. Your exile guy. It's this guy over here, right? Yeah. I'm going to mutate him. Go ahead, Chanel.
Okay. Untap.
I don't care
Upkeep.
for that at all.
Drawer. That changes slightly. Yep, fuck it. Casting our commander. Demon Lord Belzenlok.
Pilfer a trigger, I draw a card.
Okay. When he enters the battlefield, exile cards from the top of my library until I exile a non-land card. Then I put that card into my hand. If that card's converted mana cost is 4 or greater, repeat this process. Demon Lord Belzenlok deals you 1 damage for each card put in your hand this way. Okay, so Magus of the Coffers goes in my hand, and that'll deal me a point, and we repeat it. Non-land, we're looking for. Hey, Toxic Deluge. So, put that card into your hand. So I only lose 1. And then, yep, those are just exiled. So that wasn't as bad as it could have been. Now I have a Toxic Deluge and a Magus of the Coffers. And a Cabal to go with them.
You do. Complete set.
I will pass to Tej.
Untap.
Setting up for next game. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
I will play a Bark Channel Pathway. Taps for green.
35 after Belzenlok's ability, by the way.
4, 5, 6, 8.
Yeah, I played through a couple of test games, and oh god, did it
Hurt.
Yeah, like my biggest stretch was like 12. I'm just like, god damn. Because the average casting cost of this deck, I think, is like 4.2.
That's what you get when you make a pact with a demon.
Yep.
I am going to.
My warlock would know. He finally found his again.
Yes. So happy I helped you
After a year.
by allowing you to kill an innocent person or 3.
I will equip my Ghostly Pilferer with Mask of Gristlebrand.
The reaction of the party.
Now
was
it has flying
Ooh.
Yeah. And lifelink, right?
and lifelink.
How big is it?
2/1.
And then, sorry, what does the mask do again specifically?
When that dies, I can pay X life where X is its power. If I do, I draw that many cards.
Gotcha.
I will then cast 4 Gerard's Orders. I'm going to search my library for up to 2 creature cards and reveal them. 1 goes into my hand and 1 goes into my graveyard, and then I shuffle my library. And with that, I will pass.
Nice.
Untap. During my upkeep, beginning of my upkeep, I will pay 2 energy to draw a card and lose a life, putting me to 36. Well, I think I want to do that. All right, go to my draw step. Draw for the turn. Play a swamp.
Nelson, if you pop his boots, I'll deal with his commander.
Chris?
Yeah?
The Toxic Deluge his hand can deal with my commander
That's
without
true.
popping the boots.
I know, but then
But
his
then I
removal's
lose my-
off the board and your boots are off the board.
True. Which helps you when you remove everything else off the board.
I'm going to put a... This is important for you. Oh, no, your thing's gone. Never mind. Brokos Apex of Forever will go into my graveyard.
Yep. Seems like a good thing to be able to get you to exile from your graveyard.
And Migratory Great Horn will go into
The
my
guy with no graveyard was really worried about it though.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see here. What to do?
2 days ago, I set up the saddest Amazon subscription yet. It is every 6 months we'll get a new water filter for the refrigerator.
Nice.
Yeah, that is adult level bullshit.
I've gotten one for my filters for my furnace.
Yeah.
6/6s. So if I were to activate this, that would make
Can you
5,
cycle it instant
6,
speed?
7.
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. I just want to make
Yes.
sure. Not that there's anything in my hand. I
Nah, just
potentially want to cycle.
no raisin.
I thought you meant bicycle.
I can only cycle at sorcery speed then.
If things were to die at the same time as Mary, would they still get exiled with hit counters?
Yes.
Okay. Currently have nothing exiled with hit counters.
Remind me, I actually made some like hit counters when the first Ravnica card that has hit counters came out, and they look like Batman onomatopoeia, like pow.
That's
but
cool.
they have hit in
That's cool.
in all caps. I designed those and printed up a small batch a while ago, and I have them somewhere.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm like, what would a hit counter look like? My brain just went
Definitely
old school Batman. Hit zap.
So I will move to combat.
Okay.
Mary and Garza's assassin will be attacking Tej.
Yep.
The Syndicate Trafficker went at
Yep.
Nelson.
Nelson.
The Glint Sleeve Siphoner, 2/1 Death Touch Menace going at Schnell.
Okay. Any responses before blockers?
No responses.
No responses. Teach.
No responses.
Okay. Assigning blockers.
No blockers.
I will double block the menace guy
Okay.
on mine. Belzenlok will go back to my command zone.
Glint Sleeve Siphoner dies.
Nixilis, exile with a hit counter.
Yep. And then you took
Was it 3? Was it a 3-1?
3/1, yes?
Yeah, so I take 3. Yep.
He takes 5.
I took my 5. Did you take your 3?
Not yet, no. So if you could take me down 3.
Gotcha.
And I blocked.
Thank you, sir.
And then second main, I am going to cast a Meat Hook Massacre where X equals 0.
Just to get it out there.
Yes. And then you guys will maybe
Some board wipe insurance.
yeah get some life out of it when he does Deluge, and you guys can take some damage in addition to paying for Deluge. I will be done then.
I don't guarantee I'm
All right.
gonna.
On the end of your turn, I'm going to activate Guildless Commons for 2, and I'm going to Plains Cycle this Angel of the Ruins. Oops. So I'm going to go find a Plains from my deck, put it into my hand, and then shuffle. I will find this Plains into my hand, and then shuffle my deck.
Oh, the massacre.
Okay. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Would you be so kind as to cut, sir?
Absolutamente.
Thank you, sir. All right. Then I will move to my turn. I will untap. Upkeep, draw. I'm going to play a Plains as my land for the turn. I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to cast Mana Vault.
Nice.
Then I'm going to tap 2 and a red, and I'm going to activate Feldon to create a token of Angel of the Ruins. When it enters the battlefield, I get to exile up to 2 target enchantments or artifacts. I'm going to exile the Meathook Massacre, and I'm going to exile the Lightning Greaves on your commander.
What?
That'll learn you.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, it has haste. Okay. So it's a 5/7 flying with haste. And then it gets sacrificed at the beginning of the next end step.
That is a really decent creature to have in the graveyard for just repeated Feldon triggers.
That's why I had to get. I've got stuff I want to put in there, but I couldn't with the Exile boy out there. Does this slider flips? No, we're gonna do red. We'll make it on theme with the deck.
Nice.
I should have been paying attention. I missed some dumb stuff in there that I should have. Gosh darn.
So this is a 5/7.
And you have that until end of turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Angel of the Ruins. Alright, so 5/7 flying with haste. Alrighty. I forgot to take this down. Should be down to 3. Alright. 1, 2, 3 land left. Nope, sorry. 6 land left. Alright, I'm gonna move to combat. And Teach, who's the life leader right now? Is it Chris?
Chris is 36.
Okay. I just beat up on Chris pretty good. Who's next?
Chanel, 35.
Chanel, 35. Alright, Chanel, I'm gonna swing you for 5.
Okay.
In the air.
Down to 30.
Let's see here. Then I'm going to... What do we want to do?
Wreck your shit so fucking hard.
Yeah, I figured. I'm just going to move to my end step. And so, token sacrificed.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir.
Untap. Upkeep. Drawer. Does that change what I want to do? Ever so fucking slightly. Yeah, we will activate the Cabal Coffers for 3, 4, 5. Gilded Lotus. We need
Nice.
We need some mana. 3 more turns before we wheel.
Yep, 3. Trace.
What is the largest toughness on the field right now?
I have a 3.
I have a 2.
I have a 1.
Okay. Deluge for 3 then.
I have a response.
Okay. Down to 27.
Chris.
For how much?
You have a response for 3.
Not really.
Okay. I do not either.
Okay.
So, resolves?
Yep. All creatures get -3/-3.
Ghostly Pilferer will die. Mask of Gristleband will trigger. I will pay 2 life, and I will draw 2 cards.
Got to teach you down to 30. Did it.
And then how many damage are we taking?
From what?
Oh yeah, never mind. I exiled it. I forgot. I did what I needed to do. Thank
Way
you.
to rub it in.
No, that was not at all.
Go ahead, teach.
Round of my monster.
Down to 6.
Draw for turn. I will play an island for turn. I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can do everything.
What?
Oh boy.
Lame.
First,
do
I
most
will
things.
cast Cold-Eyed Selkie. 1/1 Island Walk. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I draw that many cards. I will then 1, 2, 3. Cast Migratory Greathorn via its mutate cost, targeting Cold-Eyed Selkie. Whenever this creature mutates, search my library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, tap, and shuffle. Casting that targeting Selfie will trigger my Duplimancy, and I will create a token that's a copy of Cold-Eyed Selkie.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot you had that enchantment out. Okay. In response to you casting your Greathorn, I'm going to pop my Dispeller's Capsule, targeting your Duplimancy.
Let me have a Duplimancy.
No.
Fine, I still get a Selfie.
Forgot that was hanging out in the
token.
corner over there.
Oh, it's from Dominaria.
It is, so I was excited to play with it. I want to play with my new toys.
It's a neat card.
Yeah.
I will still get a
Whereas that
Selkie
old toy-
token.
Broke it.
Yeah, right.
It is now a Migratory
This old
Greathorn with Island Walk. I will get a basic land.
That takes pictures of itself?
Yep.
Okay.
I will use my last remaining 3 manas to equip Mask of Gristlebrand to it. It also has Flying and Lifelink.
Oh boy.
And I will pass the turn.
And what's the power toughness on that bad boy
It
now?
is a 3/4.
3/4, okay.
Alright, I will untap. Draw for the turn.
I need to get some black on the field.
Once you do, you won't go back.
That's what you think.
To be fair, I currently have none, so.
Going to
God, if I draw another swamp, I'll be
play a
rolling
Mortuary
in the
Mire.
mana. I might be able to cast 2 things in a turn. That's the goal. We'll get there.
I'm going to put Garza's Assassin back on top of my library.
With what?
Mortuary Mire.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you paying half your life for its other thing to get back?
Guys, we got him on tilt.
Should find Teach's Reddit post and tell him that he's wrong.
Tap the Cabal Stronghold for 5.
Totally wrong.
Cast my commander.
That's not how that works, idiot.
I see you across the table. You're wrong.
Move to equip with the Whisper Silk Cloak.
Oof.
Yeah, now I'm out of my... I forgot you were the Deluge when I was like, I'm just going to recur the Angel again. And then
Yeah, that was...
I'll get rid of the
I
other
didn't
stuff.
want to have to deluge right away. I wanted to build up a little bit better board state.
I did that
but
out
then,
of order.
Yeah.
you
No,
being
it's-
able to just pop everything,
Alright, I will...
2 disenchants every turn on a 5/7 flyer, and it's just like
With haste.
Yeah.
I will pass the turn.
Awesome. Cool.
I will untap. Draw for turn. On my upkeep, I forgot about. I will take that down. Bow.
Day bow bow.
So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to pay 6 mana, and I'm going to be casting Hellkite Tyrant. 6/5 Flying Trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, gain control of all artifacts that player controls at the beginning of my upkeep. If I control 20 or more artifacts, I win the game.
That was that all.
Go ahead, Schno.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, drawer. Nope, only got the one. So, we will. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Archfiend of Despair.
Real good one.
6/6 flyers. My opponents can't gain life, and at the beginning of each end step, each opponent loses life equal to the life that player lost this turn.
Oof.
Gross.
Go ahead, Tejas H. Christ.
I will tap. I will draw.
Now's the time to just start pinging people.
How big is that guy?
6/6.
God damn it.
That's the
This is
dude from
Henry.
Battle Bond, right?
It is.
Yeah, that's a sweet fucking card.
I was going through, I just searched up all demons, and I was going through and, like, screenshotting anything I wanted to add to the deck, and then I went through and, like, this guy's almost $50 fucking dollars. God damn it, I am not getting him. And then I found one in a box and just went, hooray!
I want one, but that's because it's only ever been printed once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
Stupid
cast
expensive.
Season of Growth.
But a sweet card, though.
It's an enchantment. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, I scry 1. And whenever I cast a spell that targets a creature I control, I draw a card.
I like that card a lot.
Leave it alone.
That pairs well with that new uncommon commander, that Simic flying commander, where whenever you
Ivy.
target her, Ivy,
Yeah.
you copy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's a sweet card.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will. Mutate Souvenir Snatcher on top of my monster here.
Hey,
That's
now.
right.
Hey, it's a family show.
Whenever this creature mutates, I gain control of a target non-creature artifact. Responses? Cast a spell that targets creature I control, I draw a card. I will go on top. I will
that's now.
gain control of that Gilded Lotus.
Yeah. Spend it wisely.
I will search my library for a basic land and put it on the battlefield. Tapped.
This is getting out of hand.
I should have played that other Obnix list to make him lose 10.
I can't gain life.
You
Well,
can't
that
gain life.
Sucks. While I am searching for that basic land, I will just activate this and search for another one right away. So we'll get 2 basic lands. I will grab.
Does anyone have responses while he searches? Because he likes to double up on those before
I do not.
asking.
I do not.
I'll just do all the triggers at once. It doesn't matter. Pop the things.
One swamp. Out of swamps. Forest. I will then move to combat.
It's not looking good for our hero.
Is that
I'm my own hero.
He is the hero of his story.
you? Chris, 4 flying.
I knew it. Yep. 32.
For now.
For now.
And then I will draw 4 cards, and I will end my turn.
And then at the beginning of
Draw
the end
4
step,
cards.
each opponent loses life equal to the life that player lost this
Yeah.
turn. So you'll take
Where are you drawing 4 from?
Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, I draw that many cards.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, that mutate stack's pretty beefy right now.
Yep.
Draw 1, draw 2, draw 3, draw 4. I have to move to discard. I will discard a Temple of Mystery.
So is it
Go ahead.
a blue creature?
It is a blue creature.
Okay.
Why?
Because the Sith thing on top of my library can only destroy non-black creatures. Draw for the turn.
If it dies, I get to draw more cards.
Yep, I'm aware. I have 28. Thanks to this stupid angel. Or demon.
Yeah,
You get it right.
Anti-angel.
Other side of that coin.
Tej is also life leader. Currently.
Yeah, but I can't gain life, so what's the
So,
point?
Yeah.
swing at you for 3.
Just me, you say?
But yeah, unblockable.
I will take it. 6
I
commanders.
will remove the hit counter from Ob. Draw a card, create 2 treasures.
do this because they're not hit countered.
Oh yeah, those were zombie necromancers, right?
No, they were just exiled.
Yep.
He spent the hit counters on them
That's
already.
right. Okay.
Activate the Cabal Stronghold to make 5 black.
Show off.
I will spend 4 of it to cast Night Dealings.
This deck has 18 swamps, and I feel like that's not enough.
Judge Todd says, sounds legit.
Can't argue with that.
Fucking A, Todd. So, like, municipal judge?
Yeah.
Clearly he's not a magic judge.
And I'll also recast Garza's Assassin. Do you guys all familiar with Night Dealings?
No, sir.
Every time you gain counters and then you spend counters?
Yeah, whenever a source you control deals damage to another player, put that many theft counters on Night Dealings. And then for 4 mana, remove X theft counters. I can search my library for a non-land card with mana value X, put it in my hand. I can do that.
Hey, what's that card from Kamigawa
Yeah.
block that lets you tutor when you remove counters from it? Yeah, remember last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely remember now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Even though I didn't initially.
I just like that card. It's so overcosted, but I like it.
It's a neat little...
It's reusable searching.
It is.
At instant speed.
Yeah.
Pass.
And the turn Teach takes 3 more.
They just talked about
24.
that on the Commander Clash podcast a few episodes ago. Untap, upkeep, Wheel of Fate goes down to 1 counter, gentlemen.
Yep.
Draw for turn. I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to cast Cursed Mirror. As it enters the battlefield, I may have it become a copy of any creature on the battlefield until end of turn, except it has haste. I'm going to have it turn into a copy of Archfiend of Despair.
Oofta doofta.
3, 4.
You could turn it into a kill spell and knocked off his mutate pile.
A kill spell? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
Because he can
it
sacrifice...
to destroy target non-black creature.
Yeah.
It does?
Mhm.
Oh, I probably should have read all the cards before I declared my target.
Well, lucky for you, it doesn't target. You just have it enter as a copy of something.
And what's on top of your pile here? The
A
Selkie?
souvenir, no, souvenir statue.
And it's a blue card? It's
yeah.
a blue guy? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
I'm going
blue
to do
guy.
that. I'm going to have it enter as a copy of this. Let's... yeah. Okay, cool. So if it doesn't have an activation... Well, sacrificing it's the activation, right? If I don't have to tap it, can I still sacrifice it if it's tapped? Can I use this
Yep.
for
Yep.
mana and then sacrifice
Yep.
it? Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not cheating here. So then I'm going to pay 5.
It's not a mono artifact that it loses all its abilities if it's tapped.
Alright, so I'm going to pay 5, and I'm going to cast Alibu, Ancient Witness, other artifact creatures I control have haste. Whenever one or more artifact creatures I control attack, Alibu deals X damage to any target, and you scry X, where X is the number of tapped artifacts you control.
Gross.
Okay, so I'm going to move to combat, and Chris, you don't have any flyers, do you?
Nope.
Okay. You do have a one that I just
Sure don't.
Teach, is there any artifacts equipped to your the Grizzlebrand, right?
Yep.
Master Grizzlebrand?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't let you sack it. That's just if, when it dies, something
Yes.
happens,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
If you hit him with your Hellkite Tyrant, you can take my
that's-
Gilded Lotus.
That's true. Teach, I'm going to swing at you for... wait, but then I leave myself open to Archfiend.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
He's my only defense right now, if that's a decision.
Yeah, but I'm still 29. But 12 damage is a lot to take.
You're about to do that to Deej.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm going to leave that up for defense. I'm going to move to my second main. I'm going to sack the mirror to pop your mutate pile.
Fine.
So whichever card is the top gets exiled with the hit counter then.
The entire thing gets exiled with the counter.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's all one thing.
But they're 3 separate things, so I have 3 separate...
And then I will pass
Really?
it
There's
to
3
you.
with hit counters out there now?
No, they're...
I don't think that's
Back
right.
to Reddit. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Somebody asked Judge
Exile
Todd.
it with
Yes.
a hit counter on.
Sounds legit. We did it. Land for the turn. Swine. Kabbalak offers now taps for 4. We are rolling in the fucking dough. What?
No, I'm thinking.
Okay. Yeah, Nelson's a coward. So we're going to tap for 4, 5, 6, 7. Overseer of the Damned.
Ugh.
Another good one.
When it enters the battlefield, it may destroy target creature. Hellkite Tyrant.
Okay, that's fucking. I should have just.
Yeah,
Yep.
You were-
Unclissed out.
coward.
Yep.
You'll have no marbles.
Yes. What do the lives look like right now?
28, 29, 27, 24.
I'm gonna go to combat. Nelson, 6 in the air.
Yeah, cool. So that'll be 12.
That will be 12.
Well, 6 first, and then 12 at that. Another
Yes.
6 at the end of or your turn.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. After second main, end step, go teach.
Teach, take me down another 6, 12 total, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nelson, you are at 17.
1, 2, 3, 4,
now
5,
you're
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Huh?
I said it. Now you're safe because you are not light leader at all.
Not anywhere.
And also, you don't have the auto win con on board,
True.
which was my biggest concern.
I'm just sitting here going, I never put Smothering Tithe in this deck, and I probably should. Because that would help with artifacts.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. I also have a tapped zombie token.
From the Overseer?
Zambo.
Let's see. I can.
Let's get into it.
I should have cast more stuff out of my hand before wheels, deals, and steals.
Alright. Land for turn is forced.
God, I'm pissed you took my Gilded Lotus. I don't have a whole lot of artifact-based ramp in this deck, and that's a big part of it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Don't use it now.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
He's got to cast everything before he
I
gets
do,
wheeling.
yeah. 5, 9, 10,
Why am I looking at these cards that I'm about to lose?
12, 13, 14.
Can you cash anything for 1 black?
I could have. I probably should have.
14, 17. So I don't need to do all of them. Alright.
What are you muttering?
I am first going to... I could do all of them.
Go back to muttering.
Yeah.
Oh, but that guy, that's the thing that's annoying me. The thing that I can't gain life. I remembered something was annoying that I couldn't remember what it was, but it's the
Alibu. It's pronounced
not
Alibu.
gain life guy.
Archfiend of Despair. Also known
In
as
that
not
case.
gain life guy.
Yeah.
I am going to pay 3 and 2 life to cast Phyrexian Metamorph. It's going to enter the battlefield as a copy of Overseer of the Damned. No. I will destroy that thing.
Okay.
I like what it's doing, except the I can't gain life part. I will then...
So this is a black creature now?
It is a
Yes.
black creature.
Lame.
And I get a non-token
No,
creature.
you don't get all of my...
No.
I know.
A non-token
I
creature
know.
died.
I know.
I get a zombie token.
Exiled with a hit counter.
Thank you.
I will then...
You should have had it come in a copy as a copy of the Archfiend, and then hit somebody for 6.
Thought about
and then
that.
Deal them a lot more.
Thought about that.
I mean, you get that and Torbran on the field. Game over.
3, 4.
I couldn't put Torbran in my Tor walkie deck. What with the Obash
6.
and all.
I'm going to
Or Furnace
mutate
of Wrath.
Mind. I draw a card from that. Nope, I don't draw a card from that. I
Furnace
scry
of
one.
Wrath is an odd.
I think it's 4
I
as
can
well.
go
It's
bottom.
2 red and 1, isn't it?
No.
Furnace?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
isn't it?
4.
Alright.
Is it 4?
Yeah,
I'll
pretty
cast
sure
Mind
it's
Is
Leecher
it
with
3 red and
mutate,
1 then?
targeting my
Or
Selkie
is
token.
it 2 and
What
2?
does that do?
Whenever this creature mutates, I exile the top card of each opponent's library face down. I may look at it and play those cards for as long as they remain exiled.
Well, that's dumb.
Hold on.
What if I want this card?
Target, trigger, now I draw a card.
It's 3 red and 1. It isn't even.
3 red one.
Yeah.
It isn't even. Okay.
Right, here's
I knew it was a
mine.
4 drop. I
Sweet.
just couldn't remember exactly what the cost was.
Top card of libraries.
Exile face down?
Yep.
Yep.
I can look at it and play these cards for as long as they remain exiled.
It's a big old demon. Is it holding on his contract?
That's the thing. I drew from that.
This is a 5/5 flyer.
Keep looking at these cards. I'm about to lose.
1, 2, 3. I will equip it with the Mask Bristlebrand. Now it has lifelink. Eligible lifelink this time.
Yes.
I will 2. Right. 3, yes. I will pay 3 to mutate Insatiable Hemophage underneath that thing. I will draw a card. Whenever this creature mutates, each opponent loses X life, and I gain X life, where X is the number of times this creature is mutated. You each lose 2.
25.
And I will gain
26.
2. Oh boy. You just went. Oh no. Shit. Hope I remembers what their life total was.
I'm down to 15.
I
26.
think I just said 25.
Fuck. Alright.
15.
15.
15.
26.
20. Okay.
This
26.
is not my day.
You are
I am sorry.
existing
How did
aggressively.
the first
25.
one work? Like I tapped down 1, and then the second one it just decided to
And
fucking
I've
blow
taken
up his phone.
6 from Chris,
Oh my
and I'm
God.
at 22. But I gained 2 from that, so I'm up to 24.
I don't know if I should be like driving home. 'Cause, like, it's a long way to go without fucking something up.
I will use my last mana to play
Might have to call
Birds
my
of
wife
Paradise.
to pick me up.
And it mutated again, so I get the top card of everyone's library again.
Getting real sick and tired of giving you stuff.
I've done it 2 times.
Yeah, that's 2 times too many.
Yeah.
Then I will move to combat. Chris, you are life leader. I will attack you for 5.
Alright, 21.
I gain 5. 29. I draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
The card advantage is
5.
ridiculous. Thank God he's wheeling on that
I was
pile.
gonna say,
Yeah,
he's cycling it all
it's
away.
going all the way, but
It's not the exile cards he gets to hang on to though. But at
um,
least his mint is going away.
that will end my turn. I will move to discard. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7. There we go. Go ahead.
Untap.
I should have scribed to what do I have here?
Draw.
Useful. Useful. Not as much.
Okay, 2 mana. I'll cast Thieves' Tools. Enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Equipped creature can't be blocked as long as its power is 3 or less.
Nice.
I will move to equip it. It will go to combat. Tej,
Yeah.
5 unblockable.
What?
3 commander.
3 commander.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to 24.
I will remove the hit counter from your Demon Schnell and your Mutate pile.
Yep.
I will draw 2 and create 4 treasures.
Yeah, I was looking that up too.
Oh, mutate with a hit counter.
Yeah.
There's lots of rules in this game.
Yeah, weird.
Oh, I'm going to steal another die. I kind of want that. This gets 5 counters on it.
There's no ancient killing.
Hmm. God, I hate to do this. So that would make...
Oh, I found Teach's Reddit profile. Time to go through and downvote every fucking thing he's got.
Go for it.
Can't do that either.
But now I have to change.
Well, I guess I
Reddit
could.
name.
I'll create
Your Reddit
6
avatar is wonderful.
6 mana.
That appeared just randomly.
Sure.
Like, I think someone like did a Reddit gift or something, and it's what it was, and I just never changed it.
I cast Nighthawk Scavenger with 3 floating. I will use one of them, 1 treasure, to make 4 mana. And I will remove 2 counters from Night Dealings to go find a non-land with CMC2.
I'm not ashamed.
That's what Teach is. He's a pretty girl in a crop top with a goatee.
I am a pretty girl.
I think that's
Some of those avatars were like that when I got here.
Jesus.
It wasn't. It just appeared one day.
I need to now update my avatar to match yours. Goatee, crop top, rocking it. Other than Judge Todd saying sounds legit, we have no actual input yet.
Okay.
That's what I was curious about.
Oh, what to get?
Ah, Chris is still going? Goddamn.
What? This is a demon?
That is
It
a
is
demon.
a 5/5 flyer. Demon. Demos.
I can't read
God,
this
stop
card.
looking at my hand. It's going away.
I'm going to grab Go for the Throat.
Oof.
Then I'm going to pass my deck to be cut and pass the turn.
Did you just search for a card that's going to get wheeled?
It's an instant.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna untap.
Yeah, he must
I
have
have
treasures.
I have 6 treasures.
Okay, I didn't see any mana production out there,
Yep.
so I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
On my upkeep, Wheel of Fate,
Okay.
will trigger.
Discard, draw 7.
All right, I'm going to
Discard.
spend 2 treasures. I'm going to nuke your pile.
My pile.
Draw 7.
Oh, and a Vampire Nighthawk. We need to establish its power and toughness as well.
Whenever a non-token creature an opponent
creature
controls, so
is-
you will get a.
Yep, I'll get a tapper.
Sorcery. Creature, artifact, enchantment, sorcery. I have 4. Creature, artifact, enchantment, sorcery.
Sorcery, creature, artifact,
No.
sorcery, creature.
So still 4.
Yeah,
What are we counting? I'm
Do you have
sorry.
any instants in your graveyard?
I don't think so.
Or land?
I have lands.
So
So
5.
that's 5.
So it's a 6/3.
And Wheel of Fate had me discarding a Kaldatha Forge Master. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
And I will choose not to do Mask of Gristle Grind because that would be stupid. Sorry. I will have instance after the wheel, which I haven't done yet.
Okay. So it would be a 7-3.
All your shit is death touch too right now, right, Chris?
3 counters. Yes.
Gross.
What's up?
Now I'm wondering if that entire thing was a token. Because the base thing was a token. It's been a while since I've looked at the mutate rules.
What does your heart tell you?
Who cares?
I would think if you kept mutating under it, it would be a token. But I would think if you're mutating on top, it would become whatever the top thing was. That's what my gut tells me.
My shoulder blade agrees with your gut. And we're on Nelson's turn. Okay.
Yeah, so can I go now? Has everybody resolved
Yeah,
the
I
wheel?
passed
Yep.
the turn.
Okay, well, I'm just making sure. Teach, I didn't resolve the wheel yet, so I don't know anything
No, I
else
did.
is gonna happen.
I'm done now. I'm done with wheels.
No, he said he had instance after the wheel
got
for
it.
calculating.
7, and then I draw for turn. So, yeah, play that mountain I was going to play.
Its other characteristics are derived from the topmost card or token. So it probably was a card.
So I was correct. I get lucky too sometimes.
What are we
Dog's
looking at
ass
for?
is right twice a day.
What are we looking at for life totals?
25.
Chris has 21, you have 15, Chanel has 25, I have 24.
Okay.
I am Lorf leader.
You have an Overseer of the Damned and
Two tapped
Zombos.
Zombos.
All right,
Sorry, Zambo.
Zambos. All right, cool.
If a merge permanent contains a token, the resulting permanent is a token only if the topmost component is a token.
There you go.
So you get your zombie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Now if I win because I had an extra zombie.
That stupid scavenger.
What scavenger? What?
The Nighthawk scavenger that is flying.
Ah.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 6. That leaves me with 5. Alright, I'm gonna pay 6 and I'm gonna cast Steel Hellkite. I would really like to get in and destroy Chris's stuff, but I can't because of that stupid flyer.
Counter offer. I'll break this and some of Chris's.
Oh yeah? I mean that's okay.
Oh yeah, big boy?
Oh yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
But if I hit you with it and just pay 1, I could pop your plate and both your zombies. Allegedly.
Yeah.
And you're life leader too, right?
Yeah. Come at me. See what I do.
Bruh.
See what I do, bro.
See what I got, bruh. Alright, I'm gonna move to combat.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing at Schnell for 5 in the air.
I'll take it. Fuck you.
Alright.
No, I'm not life leader.
I'm going to pay 1 to destroy
Excellent.
your plate and your Zambos.
I don't want 'em anyway. Still gonna pop your Hellkite.
That's fine.
Because fuck yeah, bro.
You should do it, bruh.
For what you da.
Bruh.
Tell me.
Go ahead, Schnell.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, drawer.
And pop.
Well, no, I'm gonna be a little bit more tactful than just pop.
Oh.
I'm gonna be a creative pop.
Ooh, there we go.
I'm gonna pop and lock. Land for the turn, swam.
Oh shit, there it goes.
Yeah, that Cabal Coffer's finally cashing in. So I'm gonna activate Cabal Coffers for 5 mana. I'm gonna use 2 of it for Blade of Selves.
Nice.
Yeah. So I have 3 left. I'm gonna pay another 1 for 4. Move to equip. Overseer of the Damned.
Like this. I don't like those apples, Will.
Nelson.
Yep.
Swinging at you for 5.
Yep.
Myriad trigger. I will get one more. These will be those for each of you. So when this one, they each have when they enter the battlefield, destroy target creature. So I will destroy this, and I will destroy this, and you both have 5/5 flyers coming at you.
All right. When Chris's thing dies, I get a zombie.
When Chris's thing dies, I get 3 zombies.
When Teach's thing dies, I get a hit counter.
When Teach's thing dies, I get 3 zombies.
That's right. I will block it with a bird of paradise.
Okay. Chris, you blocking or are you doing?
No, I.
Okay,
21.
Sorry.
Sorry, I will not block, and I will gingerly try to bring myself down 5 life
Okay.
without resetting the game again.
This is all capped.
And
Let's take
then
screenshots between every.
at the end of combat, I exile these.
Oh, I'm real stupid. I have instant speed tutoring right here. And mana available.
You do.
Second main,
Whoops,
we will
daisy.
cast a Mind Rack Demon. Enters the battlefield, I mill 4. And then at the beginning of my upkeep, I lose 4 life unless there are 4 or more card types among cards in my graveyard. For the record, I milled 2 Snow-Covered Swamps, a Lord of the Void, and a Zathrid Demon.
Because
Go.
of Zathrid Gorgon.
Yeesh.
That's it.
Being able to upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than the demon. Then each opponent loses life equal to the sacrifice creature's power. If I can't, I lose 7. And then that guy deals combat damage, exile the top 7 cards of the library.
You should probably go get more lands.
That's the idea.
Stupid, sexy Vorosh.
I will. Spend 3 mana for a Spawn Writhe.
It hurts me every time you use my Gilded Books.
Whenever Spawn Writhe deals combat damage to a player, I put a token that's a copy of it onto the battlefield.
Remember that thing getting out of hand last time?
Mm-hmm.
2, 3. We'll play a Cryptoplasm. At the beginning of my upkeep, I may have Cryptoplasm become a copy of another target creature. If I do, Cryptoplasm gains this ability. Cast Brokos from my graveyard for 5.
Bro code for 5.
2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 greens. Got it. We'll put Brokos on top of Spawn Writhe. Now it has double trample.
That deck needs an Achroma's Memorial.
Yeah.
Think of all the other tramples it could have.
That's stupid. Now I can just make legendary tokens. God, what an idiot I am. Why am I stupid?
I have some theories.
Share them with the class. God, what?
You saw the 6/6 and you're like, yeah, I can swing through and get more Spawn Rides. That aren't Spawn Rides. They're Bro codes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 2 scry triggers and draw trigger. I can stand top. I'll just draw it. Yeah, I'm just stupid.
4/5 flyer and a bunch of tapped shit.
I am simply going to equip Brokos. It's flying lifelink. And I will pass the turn.
Okay.
Alright. Untap.
Draw.
Ooh. That is a spicy effing meatball. I think I just do that. Alright, start by playing one for the turn. Tej, as life leader. Combat.
Yeah.
Take for 5.
God, I bought beer for this game and I haven't had a single one yet.
Yeah, me either. Both currently unblockable.
Why are they unblockable? Oh.
Whisper Silk Cloak and Thieves Tools.
Oh, well, I can't do anything about that then. 1, 2, 3. 12 commander damage. 19.
This is up to 8 encounters on the night dealings. What? Anything? Absolutely. Does anything exiled? You should have one thing exiled, right? With
the MKE IPAs.
the hit counter, the metamorph that he killed.
Yeah, he
Right.
popped your
Yeah.
he popped your metamorph.
You are correct.
Thank you, sir.
Grab some coasters and
Yep.
I've got a bottle opener.
So-
I've got one on my keys too.
I will take the hit counter off of that.
Okay.
2 more treasures and a draw.
I'm branded.
This has to be exactly X. For a non-land card with
stolen
converted
from
mana cost X.
The hotel in the Dominican Republic.
Alright. I'm going to pay 4 mana.
Alright, Chris, I'm putting yours back here.
Thank you. Pay 4 mana. I'm going to remove 5 counters from this.
Hey, he's tutoring.
Tutor.
I hope I did this right. I don't know what this mana values are of anything in this deck.
Is it X or less?
No.
It's just X, right?
Yep.
I have
That's a Yahtzee right there.
I have that Pyre of the Heroes where you
Oh, yeah.
keep clicking up, so I had to make sure that I had at least one demon going from CMC 3 to 7. Or
Can I change it? I don't have fucking...
fail to find?
I only have 1 and it's not anything that I want.
Fail to want, I suppose, then.
Yeah.
I want
Oh my
you
god,
to
I should
want
have
me.
got this. I would have taken all the things. I don't have enough to do it anymore. That really bitches up my whole plan. Alright, Ogre Slumlord. It's only 5-drop in my deck. Thought I had a board wipe in here at 5.
Oh, excuse me.
Board wipe, you say?
A black board wipe at 5.
Yep.
Damnation's 4.
I
Yep.
was gonna say, yeah.
Crucible of the Dragon or something like that.
Or
Crux
of Fate.
Crux of
Fate.
Fate.
There are
So
leaders-
see?
All jumped on you for that.
and it deals with dragons.
Yes.
Got it?
Okay. It really
It's
changes
that
what I
internet
wanna
law. The quickest way to get an answer is to state the wrong
Yeah.
thing.
Yes, sir.
My favorite example of that is somebody pointed. They labeled it as Murphy's
Yeah,
law. It was-
I love it.
Yeah.
And it was God's law.
Yeah. Gotta.
It's not man's law.
I need to do some math quick.
Gross.
I'll try to do it quick
I
anyway.
need to drink some beer quick then.
Real quick ones.
Would be
Oh, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
Seven.
Milwaukee Brewing Company.
It's probably the thing I miss the most from living in Milwaukee is not being able to just go there all the time. Although I guess now it doesn't matter anymore. R.I.P.
What? I thought they just said.
Well, they're being taken over by another brewery. So, but they did talk about finding a new location for their stuff. So it's I don't know what kind of agreement they've got worked out, but as long as the beer's sticking around, I don't
Yeah.
care.
From
It's
what I saw, it
delicious.
sounded like yes, they're getting bought out, but they're still gonna basically run and do everything.
Yep,
So it's basically just their profits go up the chain a little higher.
that's what it sounds like. Yep.
So
But like, it didn't sound like they were talking about trying to find a new unless it was brew pub, but like brewing space, which is weird because they just opened that brand new brewery. But so I don't know what the heck is exactly going on with
Alright,
it.
I'm gonna activate my Cabal Stronghold for 7.
Did Jeff or whatever his name is?
What are the
get
life
back to
totals?
you at all?
Judge Todd.
nobody
That's
followed
it.
up. I've been checking periodically.
I can't
I'm
find
at
it. I keep searching for Mari and
20.
20,
And then you were
19.
at
19, 20, 10.
10.
19, 2010. Good year.
Oh man, that'd be a lot of hate coming my way because it wouldn't be
Oh, yeah.
lethal. Alright, Alright, I will use 3 of the 7 to cast Ayara.
Anyone looks at me wrong, and I'm take 'em
So
out.
I'll drain each of you for 1.
19.
18. 9. Yay.
Then I'm going to cast.
I got 10,000 steps in today.
Nice.
6,000 of that was just back and forth. moving those
Morbid
goddamn fridges.
Opportunist. Drain
That's
you
a
each
good
for
one.
another one.
18.
8. 17.
8.
And Thieves Guild Enforcer. Drain you for a third
7.
one.
17.
16.
Farewell and adieu to you, Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you, ladies of Spain.
I think that's my best.
I was listening to
bet.
sea shanties almost the entire day.
2, 3.
Well, and my
2 mana
current
here.
Pandora station is based off of The Longest Johns. They are a more modern band that does old school sea shanties and then my favorite land shanty songs that they have. But there's also some like Celtic and Irish music on there. And as I was like hauling stuff out of my mom's basement, one of the Irish songs were playing, and she's like, "So you still listen to the Irish?"
Patriarch's bidding.
What?
Everybody pick a creature type.
What happens?
Demons.
Return it from the graveyard to the
Each
battlefield.
player chooses a creature type. Each player returns all creature cards of a type chosen this way from their graveyard to the battlefield. This game's going on way too long.
I mean, I was gonna do something very similar on my turn.
1, 2,
Angel.
I'm going to choose
3,
Nightmare.
4. And then I drain each of you for 4 more. So for a total of 7.
I get to exile 2 artifacts and enchantments. Blade of Selves.
Wait.
That's a good target. So, do I have any ETBs? No. Whenever an opponent searches his or her library, they sacrifice a creature and lose 10 life.
Thanks, Ab.
And then whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Obnixilis Unshackled.
Yeah, so I'm going to target the Blade of Selves and Chris's Whisper Silk Cloak.
They're exiled.
Yeah, they're exiled.
I just gave you stuff.
Well, I'm going to die anyway. Might as well go out in a blaze of
Blaze of
You know,
mildly
smoldering-
irritating Chris.
smoldering glory.
Damn it. Oh, and I get an energy. Thanks,
You get
Glint Sleeve Siphoner.
Alright. Anything else, sir?
No, I'm quite finished.
Alright, so I will untap,
You got back some Nightmares.
upkeep,
I did.
draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Your method actually nets me one more demon than what I was going to do.
It's because I'm a team player.
I've had Haunting Vision. I got Haunting Voyage in hand when he wheeled, so...
I love that card. That's a real good card, too.
My Patriarch Spinning is somewhere in the pile yet.
The card is just so good for 5 mana.
Yeah. Because it helps
6.
everyone,
And
kind
you put
of.
such terrible artwork on it.
I'm tapping
shitty werewolf.
7, including the Mana Vault, and I'm
Werewolf
going to
Jesus.
cast Spine of Ish-Sa, targeting your Nighthawk Scavenger.
The hell did he do to you?
Because now he can board wipe you. Oh, you fucking cheater. Mana value of X, not X or less.
Oh, I thought it was X or less. Oh, shit, sorry. Oops, I guess you get your tokens.
I have 2 more zombies than I thought I did.
You do.
And they're untapped.
They are
untapped right now.
Yes.
Shit.
You're destroying that?
I'm destroying his Nighthawk
I
Scavenger.
need another zombie.
Why my guy?
Because fuck you, that's
That's
why.
my only line of defense.
That's why. If I'm going down, you're
Right.
coming with me,
So
bud.
he can't board wipe, he can selectively erase.
Correct.
Morbid Opportunist triggers, I draw a card.
Yes, you do.
And I put a +1/+1 counter on Obnixilos Unshackle because another creature died.
Oh, I forgot to have you guys mill a bunch of cards.
This
Shit.
game's just gonna have a big old asterisk on
Yep.
it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Yeah, I totally...
Yep.
You guys should have just milled like freaking a billion cards. Well... 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cards.
I'll mill 10. I'm not
I'm
that
at
way.
10.
Was that before or after the Patriarch's bidding?
It was after.
Okay.
It was when all my rogues entered from the Patriarch's bidding.
Okay, well here I drew this for turn, so
8, 9, 10.
It don't matter.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Songs of the Damned,
7.
Cryptghast, Kothafed, Soul Hoarder,
I like that guy too.
Embodiment of Agonies. There's a 3-drop demon. Flying, Death Touch, ETBs with a +1/+1 counter on it for each different mana cost among non-land permanents, non-land cards in your graveyard. My Bitter Blossom. My Gary. My slightly fancy Gary.
Oh, and
Gary with
there's
his shiny shoes.
Yes.
Okay.
There. Asterix erased. We fixed
Alright.
everything.
I'm going
Everything.
to move to combat, and I'm going to swing my Steel Hellkite at Chris, and then my Angel at Tej, and my Alibu at Tej.
All right.
How big's your angel?
My Angel's a 5/7 flyer, Alibu's a 4/5 on the ground, and the Hellkite's a 5/5 flyer.
Trigger before.
Yep. So I get to do 3 damage to any one target. Oh no! Oh, then this is so 5. I get to do 5 damage to any one target. I'm gonna pop your Mind Rack Demon. Wait, hold on. What is? Do you mind if I read this real quick? Mind Nature. Whenever this creature mutates. Oh, this is the guy. Yeah, I'll do 5 to this guy. Not that it's gonna matter. We're not gonna stick around very long. But I'm gonna pop that guy.
Okay.
And then I scry X, right? Now I'm gonna get
Okay.
another turn or anything.
Hold on a second.
When that dies, we've got.
So
Well,
are
I'm
we
still
doing-
resolving the trigger.
Oh, attack triggers?
Correct.
So what are you killing? I mean, what's
He's
causing
dealing-
you-
I'm doing
Al-
5 damage to that. To
Okay.
your Mind Racker, whatever it's called.
Yep.
Mind Leisure.
Mind Leecher. From Alibu's. That's a triggered attack ability. So I just scried 5. I'm dealing 5 damage to that.
Okay.
Now it resolves. Now we go to resolve.
When that dies, I get a zombie
Oh, and Ob gets a plus
and a
1/+1.
counter.
Now we go to blockers.
Yes.
So a 4/5 on the ground and a 5/7 in the air coming at you, Tej.
All right, I will block the 4 thing on the ground with the zombie token.
Okay.
I will block the flyer, the 5/7.
Yep.
With a 6/6 flyer.
Okay.
And I'll gain 6 life.
Okay. And then Chris, a 5/5
I'm
in
going
the
to sack
air.
the assassin to kill the Steel Hellkite.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 creatures died.
Correct.
Yep.
So Obnixilos gets 2 more counters, and I get
Yep.
2 more zombies.
Yep. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, because I just want to play cards, I'm gonna shock in on my second main. I'm gonna shock in a Sacred Foundry. I'm going to pay 2 to cast Armillary Sphere, and then I'm going to pay 3 to cast Commander's Sphere, and then I'm going to pass the turn to you, Chanel.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. At the beginning of my upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than Zathra Demon. I will sacrifice Lord of the Void. Then, each opponent loses life equal to the sacrificed creature's power, so everyone loses 7.
You.
Thank you.
21.
If I can't sacrifice a creature, I tap Zathra Demon. I can't read any of the fucking demon names. This was a horrible deck for me to run. Who built this shit? At the beginning of my upkeep, lose 4 life unless there are Delirium. I'm good there. And then whenever an opponent searches. So, that was my upkeep. Draw step. So, land with the turn. Swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chris, do you have any flyers?
I
No.
popped it.
Thanks, Nelson.
Go get him! I had to feel like I was impacting the game in some way.
You impacted my colon.
Thank you for making that joke, because I was thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know if that's going to land. Speaking of impacted, I've been watching a lot of medical dramas lately. Okay.
8, 12. Oh, I'm in real trouble.
Yeah. Teach, do you have any flyers?
I have one flyer.
You have one flyer.
It shows poorly. I should have played down.
How big is your flyer?
6/6.
Oof. Do I want to do anything else this turn? Okay, so 6. So that's enough for Teach lethal, assuming they get through.
Teethful.
Will, yes, thank you. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
7, 8, 9, 10 only. Fucker. Stop. I'm trying to do math. The worst of all the sciences. Chris, how many... You have no flyers?
No flyers.
And how many creatures untapped right now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 untapped.
2, 4, 6, 8,
Oh, I get
10,
my cards out of
12.
exile, don't I? Since I'm out of the game.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to activate Cabal Coffers for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana there. And then 7, 8, 9, 10.
11, 12.
And 2 black. I'm going to Profane Command. Chris, lose 10 life.
God damn it.
Tej, your flyer gets -10, -10. Just until the end of the turn, though.
Dinka do.
Feel free to count.
You could use the mask and then put cards back on top of your library because it has a negative power text.
Smart. Arcane Denial.
You're running mono black. Why would you do this? Now the game's gonna last even longer. All right. Gonna go to combat.
We can still take Chris out. We can do it together.
Chris is already in trouble.
Chris has no flyers.
No.
Okay. Tej, all of these flyers at you.
Motherfucker. How much?
8, 13, 20, 24.
Okay, what's the biggest one?
8, 8, Obnixilis.
24 minus 8 is still what? 16? No,
Yep.
18? Something like
So
that?
if you block this, 12, 16.
I will take 16, but I will gain 6, so I will only take 10.
Okay.
So let's do that.
Okay.
So I will take 10. Putting it down to 5. After blocks were declared, I will cast Malakir Rebirth, targeting my Brokos.
Okay.
I lose 2 life. Until end of turn, that creature gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield, tapped under its owner's control.
Doesn't
keep
it
the
full
just
stack,
get
or does it
exiled
just
anyway?
get-
What?
Oh, Mari's on the board, right?
Yeah.
Mari's
it's
on the board.
exiled.
Yeah, Mari's on the board, so it'll just get exiled anyway, won't it?
Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies...
Yeah, because that's regenerating, right?
No.
No.
It will still die.
No, that's what I mean. Is Malakir Rebirth
That
regenerates
that
it, right?
triggers-
It's
No.
that would- no,
it's
that would
not, no.
resolve first before
Or
that.
is it just a return?
Yeah.
Well, I do draw from Morbid. From
So,
a creature.
yeah.
Morbid.
Obnixilis will get a counter.
I draw a card.
I will also get another tapped
sucked.
Zombo.
A zombie.
Fucker.
Okay. Pass to Tej.
Okay. I'm at
I draw 2.
You draw 2, I draw 1. You have
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 2/2 zombies on the ground.
Toxic dude. For 3.
Chris. Do you have any flyers?
No,
What's
I
Chris
don't.
doing?
I'm just doing math.
Okay, because I'm like, you're untapping and tapping things.
Alright.
I'm completely tapped out.
Okay.
So
Untap.
I'm just.
Upkeep.
He's counting.
Draw from Arcane Denial.
Had he not arcaned, I would have won.
At the beginning of my upkeep, I may have Cryptoplasm become a copy of another target creature. And I feel like it needs to become a copy of that Zathrid
Is that the Dreamins you're going to be your biggest beater?
Yep. So it will be a Zathrid Demon.
Not a Slav Nixilis.
Draw
Well,
for a turn.
it's just the 4/4.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being silly. I really just wanted to say Slav Nixilis. That's all.
I'm only running 2.
Love on a nub.
Tej, you got a new tattoo. I didn't even notice.
The Elven.
Was there last
The
week?
Elven.
Thanks.
It was? Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely didn't notice.
I don't like commenting on other people's skin. It feels weird.
I don't mind. I'd wear both your skin
Wow.
at the same time.
I have more of a summer skin. Nah, I'm kidding. You'll be super hot wearing my stuff.
What's the temperature been overnight lately? Like 55? Yeah,
Yeah.
the air's still on at my house
Yeah,
overnight
yeah.
because I am like a fucking furnace.
7.
It's like 60
11,
degrees in the house when we get up, and it's like, God, we have a
13.
baby. A 2.5-year-old. I should probably turn the heat on. But then Dad can't sleep.
You don't have a bedroom fan?
I do. That's on as well. That's the air.
Wait. That's
so
an option.
Tiffany posted this picture that we sent her from our wedding.
Uh huh.
That's my sister drinking a drink, and then Tiffany responded with, "Hey, you're in like
Okay.
my favorite picture from my wedding too." Stacy bouncing her head off the top of the golf cart.
Fuck. That's a hell of a clipped action shot right there. I like it.
4. He locks it on Warhammer.
No,
Nice.
no, stop that!
That's interesting.
1 for a Shadow Sphere.
Also interesting.
Is that big enough to one-shot me now?
Not yet.
Ah.
I'm
Like
one,
what,
sh-
one
I'm
shy?
short.
Yeah.
Oh, the demon?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a
Yeah.
7/7.
Yeah.
I was going to say, by my count, you're up to
Equip
12.
Shadow Sphere. Yes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
And Arcane denial my victory. Son of a bitch.
Equip Warhammer, which makes it a 12. Then I will move to combat. Schnell 12 flying.
Now Chris knocks me out and wins.
I gain 12. 15.
His unblockable bullshit.
My turn's not over yet.
I mean, he killed my Whisper Silk. So I have a thing that can be unblockable if its power is 3 or less.
I'm at 1.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes.
Let's be honest. If you don't kill me, I'm going to win on my turn. Probably. Unless I get Arcane Denialed again.
That's how I felt on your turn.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How much land do you have? Or how much mana, I should say, can you tap for?
Currently, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If I were to get on tap.
Yeah, if you live.
There's my own Malachar Rebirth. Such a great card.
It is a great card.
Pull the foil one.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a good deck to
It's probably
stick
worth
that
a
in.
few
Alright.
bucks.
Oh yeah.
Because the non-foil one's
Like
probably
two?
what? Yeah, $2-3.
What's making your stuff unblockable?
It was the Whisper Silk Cloak and this equipment.
Alright. I'm going to...
It's currently not equipped to anything.
You pay 3 to mutate Gem Razor on top of this Hemophage.
Derp.
When it mutates, destroy target artifact. I'll destroy that. When this creature mutates, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life.
I'm out.
20.
16.
Give me all my goddamn cards back. You bitch.
You hit anything?
Cabal Stronghold. That would
One,
have helped the cause.
3. I draw a card.
Well, if he had 1 counterspell in that deck, stands to reason there's a second.
Doesn't
He's
it, though?
not running white, so he doesn't have fucking
Mana
memory
time.
lapse. Memory lapse is the one that he runs in every fucking white one.
Yeah, that's right.
I will... cast Quasi-Duplicate from my graveyard.
I had a tutor in
Jump
hand. I was
start.
probably going to grab a Crippling Fear.
Create a token that's a copy of target creature I control. I may cast this card from my graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs. Then exile this card. I will discard a forest.
Been nice against rogues.
And exile this. I'm going to make a token that's a copy of my Cryptoplasm, which is a copy of that demon. Can you pull that demon out so I can see what it does, please?
Nope, because I'm out of the game. Which demon?
The Zathra demon.
Uh,
Which I will then promptly equip with the Shadow Spear. Creature enters the battlefield. Nope. Creature enters the battlefield. I scroll 1. That can go on the bottom. Thank you. And I will pass turn.
Wait. Untap.
Draw.
excited for my Blood Bowl game this week. We're going into week 7 of a 12-week league,
Nice.
and I've got a full roster. Nobody's injured this week, so everyone's fresh, and I'm hoping to just roll one of the guys he's newer, but he's been doing very well, and I'm pretty sure, despite running one of the worst teams, I'm going to be a really good matchup against him.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll pay 2 mana.
What's your record?
I'll cast Cranial Plating.
I just had a bye, but 3, 1, and 1.
Nice.
I've only actually lost one game. In week 1, I had a draw, which I've had the fewest draws of anyone else in the league.
Move to combat.
Yep.
Swing out.
Total power coming in.
Yeah, week 6 was my bye, so 3, 1, and 1, and then week 7.
1,
Math
2,
checks out.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 currently. Energy.
Do they all have Death Touch?
They everything except the Elf Noble.
Everything except the Elf Noble, you say?
Now, let me double check that. Rogue, 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 assassin, rogue, rogue. Yes, everything except the Elf Noble.
Per creature get +1, +0 for each artifact you
Currently
control.
4 artifacts.
You could equip that at instant speed. Bringing that thing to 6. My demon is an 8. So, I feel confident enough to block Zathard demon to that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I will block the next biggest thing. That thing is menace, so I'm not going to worry about it. You have 2 3s, so I will block 1 with a gem razor. I will block 1 with a zombie token. And then I will take 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Gain 8, net gain 1.
Okay. And then I will equip the cranial plating.
Equipment.
Attach.
Sorcery
You're
suite.
right. You're right. Attach this to the
Commander.
we'll say the
Get him with commander damage.
yeah, we'll say the commander.
But I blocked the commander.
You did?
Yes.
Which one?
Gem razor, we'll say.
Oh,
They both have death touch, so it doesn't matter. But
One of the unblocked ones. Then.
okay, so 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. 4-4, I suppose.
No, that's 2 power. This is just energy.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be
So
6.
6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. I gain 8, so I lose 1.
And then what all dies?
Gem razor and a zombie token.
And then this.
And then that will die. Your commander will die. 4-4. And then that will die because it's a 2-2.
So you took how much?
I took 1.
And then what did you have with hit counters?
I have a Brokos
2 things.
Spawn Wraith.
Okay.
Oh wait, one. Well, one or is it?
I'm not sure. I honestly do think that they both have a counter on them. But that's something I was going to look into later.
So you took how much damage?
I took 1. I'm at 14.
I mean, how much damage was dealt to you? I don't mean net. I
9.
mean,
9.
okay. So that would put me at 12 counters on here. So, are you? I mean, I'll leave it up to you. You know the rules better than I do. Are there 2 hit counters out there, or is there?
According to, let me see. Deals merged permanents become separated when they change zones.
Yeah.
And an effect like a Trata applies to each of them individually.
Okay, so it's
Yeah,
all
so
of
it's
them
4.
have counters.
As,
It's 4.
as per rule 721.3c. If
So 6 treasures.
If an
2
effect
card
can
draws.
find a new object that a merged permanent becomes as it leaves the battlefield, it applies to all those objects.
Yep.
If that effect causes actions to be taken upon those objects, the same actions are taken upon each of them. See Rule 400.7.
Right.
A lot of fucking rules. And then, as somebody added to the conversation, Etrata Rex Mutate.
She doth.
What is the mana value on the Zathra demon? 6.
6.
And this is that's what this
6.
is as well.
Yep.
All right. I will activate the Cabal Stronghold for 8. 12.
Nelson convinced me to go running in the morning.
13, 14.
If you want to, you should.
15,
Yes.
16. Alright. This should probably get out your counterspell out of your hand, but exsanguinate for 14.
Gross. You got it.
Hey, look, it's one of those X-kill spells that I tried.
Aw.
This was a weird sophomore effort from my merry assassin rogue mercenary tribal deck. It curved out reasonably well. It managed to maintain a board presence, and it hung in just long enough to get there with burning out the table at the end. But I don't know. I'm not sure if this is how I wanted the deck to function or not. The creatures stayed relevant throughout combat thanks to Death Touch and being unblockable. But it wasn't like a satisfying win. I'm glad I got there. The game was fantastic. At any given point, everybody was a threat. It was a good game. It was fun to play. I'm not sure this is what I want the deck to look like, though, so there's going to be tweaks incoming.
I'm not sure how I feel about Osgir. I put a damper on the night by forgetting my Dominaria deck. I kicked the camera at least once. It was not my night. I don't know how I feel about this deck. I feel like the first maybe 2 or 3 times I ran it, it did what I really wanted it to do, which is get a bunch of kind of mana dorks out there that are like artifact creatures that I can start really, Goblin Tinker, Goblin Welder, Slow Bad, to start manipulating my graveyard, bringing things back. In the last, 4 times I've played the deck, it hasn't done anything I've wanted it to do. So I don't know if it's a function of needing to slot out a few cards, if it's partly that I just don't really enjoy how it plays, or if I'm just a terrible pilot, which it could also be that. So I don't know. I was going through and looking, and I have a Teferi's Protection. I have 1 Wrath of God, but I think I have 1 like mass removal in there, and it's a Wrath of God. So there's definitely some improvements that can be made. I just don't know if I'm going to make them, or if I'm going to take cards that I really enjoy, like Aethersworn Canonist, and putting it somewhere else. I feel like there's a lot of cool synergies, and maybe it's just that Osgir isn't the commander I need. Maybe what I really want to do is try to make it Oboon, but I feel like that's what everybody was doing at the time. So I've got a lot of contemplating to do. I like what the deck does. I just don't know that it can do it consistently enough in its current form. So I may rebuild it, or I may just scrap it and part out pieces into other decks. That's yet to be seen. It was a fun game. The ending was awesome. Did not see that coming at all. I think Chris played that out really, really well at the end. Baited Teach hard. It was a good game.
I thought this was a fantastic game. There were two really big rules interactions that slowed us down a little bit, which you're probably not going to see in the video. But they were very interesting rules interactions, and I love rules interactions. So luckily, in the end, my rules knowledge, while not as quick on the upkeep as it used to be, is still there, and I feel confident in the things that I say. Vorosh ran very, very well. I got to see a couple new cards tonight. My Vesuvan Duplimancy.
Nailed it.
That stuck out for 1 trigger before it was promptly destroyed. So that was a little sad. But Ghostly Pilfer is real good. That was a card that's been in the deck for a while. I just never played it before. Real back and forth. But I was real happy with this game overall. I did make a mistake at the end. I was saying I blocked with everything when I should have just left 1 creature up for me to mutate on during Chris's turn. So I would have something to attack him with because he had went all out on me. If I had done that, I probably would have won the game, but I didn't, and even if he didn't have that Exsanguinate, I still think I would have lost during his turn. So in the end, it went to Chris. Just play better. That's what my mantra.
So Demon Lord Belzenlok's original debut. I'm very happy with how this deck ran. It gives me a lot of sense of sort of my Sphinx deck, where it's a tribal of big flyers, and Sphinxes can really do well on the battlefield, because I have a lot of ramp in that deck, and I think that's what demons need as well. There are only a couple of demons that are in the 3 mana value range. A lot of them swing much, much higher. So not only do I don't start early on the game, I don't do a lot like mid game at all, because I'm only ever casting one thing a turn usually. And then late game, as you could see, I'm generating a lot of mana and finally being able to do multiple things. And I might lean into more of tricking out demons versus just hard casting like I leaned into. But if I keep this deck together, I'm definitely going to invest in something like a Jet Medallion to help reduce some of those costs. Out of Dominaria, I just added the Black Defiler to help at least cheat a little bit of mana there. And I need Lifelink, because a common theme of demons is paying life for a lot of their effects. And that really hurt me overall. I felt just nickel and diming myself here and there, leaving myself very low. But overall, yeah, if I hadn't gotten Arcane Denialed, I had lethal on board for both opponents. So I was primed to win. As Teach pointed out, it was a pretty good game, and everyone, with the asterisks of everyone includes everyone but Nelson, everyone had a chance of pulling out a win on this one. So. Yeah, I think it was a fun game. We learned a few new interactions. We're going to double check some of those, and maybe I'll actually put a description explaining what was causing issues and what we learned after the game. But I hope you had fun watching. Thank you, and please like and subscribe.